So the one glaring omission from Dragonbane is Hedgehog People. We all need a war hedgehog in our lives. And the Hedgehog People are noble and proud. Their small secretive clans tend to live far from human habitation, but they send their young warriors out to prove themselves, and some choose to settle in the wider world. These mighty creatures stand over 2 meters tall and use their thick spines instead of armour, although some also use shields. Their favoured weapons are two-handed battle axes. Their base movement is 10. Their special innate ability is spines. They do not cost willpower points to use. The thick spines of the Hedgehog People serve as excellent protection, giving them a natural armour rating of 3. So we are going to create our hedgehog person here, and I'm just going to roll for a name. 3. He is Kthort. So let's sort out the rest of his abilities. So these are our skills and stuff. We've got the two-handed axe, short bow, and the army of 1 extra ability because we're a solo player. And we've got a nice selection of skills for doing all of the fighting. So Kthort, our hedgehog kin person, has arrived at Deepfall Breach, and he meets Ingolfer, who has a mission for him. The leader of a sect of demon cultists holds the Worldbreaker Shard, the tip of the abyssal spear that split this land and created the breach. This power cannot stay in their grasp. Foul magics cloud their location from my sight, so you must locate the shard through other means. Seek below a band of cultists transporting a prisoner, an orc named Gurum. Gurum knows the location of the cultists' outpost and may serve as a valuable ally in the days to come. And so we come to the first waypoint, the plunging path. A sloping corridor carries you into the oppressive depths of the breach. Tread softly, lest you wake the creatures of fang and wing, nesting within the cracks and hollows of this ancient passage. And the threat die over there is a trio of goblin scouts plunder the breach, looting ancient crypts and robbing any who wander across their path. When the threat triggers, they spring an ambush. So for this location, the plunging path, we're going to roll some dice on the exploration tables. 4, so we roll a d4 that many times on the location details. So contents 2, 3 contents, and a danger. 3 contents, rolls, and a danger roll. So, rolling on the contents, 7 is dusty tomes, perhaps in the cracks of the cave here. 12 is mouldering tapestries. Okay, and a wandering adventurer. And the danger is, 11 is a hidden trap. So I'm going to roll on the fortune chart. Has this wandering adventurer has the trap sprung on this adventurer? 3 is no. So there's still the danger there somewhere. So I'm thinking it will be Archmaster Eodan who's looking through these dusty tomes and mouldering tapestries. So we need to find out about this hidden trap. So I'm going to roll on the trap table and then see if maybe I can roll awareness to spot it. It is a shooting arrow. So my awareness is 8. So can I spot this shooting arrow? I absolutely can. So I can call out to Eodan to be careful because I've seen an arrow trap there. And as we may have saved his life, perhaps he's so grateful he's going to give us something that he's found in this tunnel here with all these books and tapestries. And I bet it's something crazy, but okay. What is it actually? It's a lyre. Thanks. I'll pick it up on the way back. Cheers, mate. So we're going to move on to the next stage. So this is the charred tomb, the second waypoint. Fire long ago ravaged this once grand mausoleum. It holds 5 remaining sarcophagi amid piles of ash. Find ye a path through a door hidden within one of these coffins, but do not disturb. But disturb not the scorched dead, nor the hidden trap. Okay, so one of these, there are 4 sarcophagi, and one of them contains a pathway, and one contains a trap. So let's roll up some details on the exploration tables. 1, so we'll make 1 roll, and it's a danger. It is fiery surroundings. Well, that makes sense. So we need to be careful how we search through these. And I'm going to roll on the inhabitants table, because in that narrow passage I guess there wasn't going to be anybody suddenly leaping out, but there are goblins in this section. So I think maybe there are 3 scampering about. Perhaps they're looking for the entrance to the next area, and they're really worried that they'll uncover the trap by accident. So I'm going to roll their reaction, and that is 3, so they are wary of me. So they're not immediately hostile, and I'm going to say I am only seeking the way forward, just as you yourselves are. So perhaps we could help each other. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. My persuasion is not great, so yeah, they are still wary, and they're not convinced that I'm going to be helpful and not kill them with my axe. And my spot hidden skill is 8, so I'm going to say, well, you decide what you're going to do. I'm looking for the way forward. I don't care about you. Just, a bit of a grumpy hedgehog. So I'm going to roll. I'm going to check this first of 4 sarcophagi, and I'm going to roll to see if there's a trap. 4, there is a trap. I've found the trap. Can I spot hidden? No, I can't. I am hit by the trap. So, what type of lovely trap is it? Let's find out. Oh, it's acid spray. Charming. So I'm hit by the acid spray, and I'll see how much damage it does. Roll on the suffering damage chart. I suffer moderate damage, which is 2d6. 4 points of damage, and I don't think my spines will help me against that, because I'm, trying to open the thing, and my spines are kind of on my back, so they come into effect in a fight, but not so much here. So I lose 4 hit points. Well, there, I've found your trap for you, so now perhaps you can help me find the way forward. And as I've clearly helped them out by taking all that damage, we are able to find the actual way forward. So this next waypoint is unknown. So I'm going to roll a d20 to find out what it is. It is a plunging shaft again. Okay, and we'll roll some details for it. That is 4, so we'll roll 4 times. Contents, oddity, oops, and danger. 2 contents, 1 oddity, 1 danger. So, contents, sealed antechamber. Okay. And cracked terrain. Our oddity is, oops, 10 for an oddity is a humming obelisk. And our danger is icy surfaces, or slippery surfaces, let's say. I don't think there's any ice here. I'm just going to go with this. I wonder if there are inhabitants. Various factions, people and creatures dwell within or wander the depths of the breach. Choose or roll on the table below to add details to a mission, learn the nature of an inhabited waypoint, or reveal a surprise encounter. Let's go with some more inhabitants. Oh, that's all demons. We've rolled demons. That can't be good. This isn't good. So I've grabbed a blood demon, and here's the humming obelisk. Here's the cracks in the terrain. The terrain is slippy. So, is the blood demon drawn to the obelisk? That's an extreme no. He absolutely does not care. So, oh gosh. Has he seen me? No, he hasn't. So perhaps he's that side of the obelisk. I could... I mean, I know that's an antechamber. He doesn't know it's an antechamber. It could be just another passage to him. But I don't fancy fighting a blood demon. But if I choose another route, then I'm going to add to the threat, which is only on 1, to be fair. So I think I'm going to... how's my sneaking? Can I sneak into there? Sneaking is 6. No, I'm not very good at that. I want to try and trick him. With this cracked terrain, I'm thinking maybe I can trick him into falling into one of the cracks. Like swipe away at his legs or something and make him fall in. It's probably going to be with a bane, isn't it? But I'm going to go up and act as if I'm entranced by the obelisk, saying things like, "Oh, mighty humming obelisk, what a thing of beauty you are. I should like to stay here and remain transfixed by this wonderful obelisk forever." And the blood demon, I'm guessing, is going to stalk towards me because it wants to eat me. Okay, I'm now going to draw initiative because it wants to eat me and I want to knock him into the pit. So I draw 2, and I dread to think how many he draws. I'll check his ferocity, which is 2. So he has... oh no. So he's got... yeah. Okay. So he is going to come and try to eat me. And I'll roll his monster attack. So let's roll the d6. 5. Long drop. That's a worry. The Onakui, or blood demon, grabs a victim with its claws and leaps into the air. Unless they dodge, the victim is lifted d6 plus 3 meters into the sky. On its next turn, the demon lets go instead of another monster attack, and the victim drops to the ground, taking damage from the fall. I need to dodge. I really need to dodge. So I'll use my 3 card to do a reaction and evade. Why they don't just call it evade rather than dodge is weird. So I do evade. So he doesn't manage to do that, but I have used that action. But it's now my turn. So I'm going to roll with a Bane, my axe skill, to swipe at his legs to make him... I know he's got wings, but it's like cracked terrain, so if he falls in he might become trapped, and hopefully boulders will fall on him. Just to try and knock him off balance, really. That's roughly it. So rolling with a Bane, a 14 or less. I'm rolling with a Bane, so I miss, and that is my action. I am going to push the roll. Yeah, and become exhausted. So rolling with a Bane again. Oh dear. Okay, what does he do on his next attack? 4 is Deafening Scream. The Blood Demon screams at its opponent at a pitch so high it is barely audible, but strong enough to burst their eardrums. The attack affects everyone within a 10 metre cone. The victims take 2d8 damage. Armour has no effect. 2d8 damage. That knocks me out. Okay. So I am dazed. So I get a Bane on my agility rolls. But I'm going to try and rally by rolling a 5 or less. And I'm going to push that roll. Okay. It was my own fault. I should have just gone another way and taken an extra turn on the threat die. I should not have come up against a demon. It was a big mistake. So it was all my fault. Yeah, so...
Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe!